that time. I shook the camera a bit, but it's that time for a sketchbook tour. I'm actually super excited for this sketchbook tour. You guys just don't know. I've been basically trying to teach myself how to draw for a long time. I've been telling myself I want to learn how to draw, but I never really sat down and just practiced or even tried to teach myself. So back in February is when I finally made the decision. I was going to pick up this little sketchbook here and draw some stuff. So yeah, I'm actually super excited to show you guys my progress from just becoming like a fresh beginner and then to where I am now. The improvements in my drawing increased dramatically in my eyes. So I definitely want to show you guys the overall progress that I've made. So we can just go ahead and hop right on into it. The first page, I actually did this page at the end of the sketchbook, and then I still kind of messed up on the salt shaker. I wanted to do like a salt shaker here, but hey, we started the sketchbook February 27th, and we completed it on May 22nd, and that was about what, 3-4 months, something like that. Quick math. And we have a blank page here. I thought I was wanting to do something with this page, but I actually didn't come up with an idea, so I just kept moving forward. And then I have like some weird trees drawing. It came out when I first initially drew this. I actually liked it pretty much, but now knowing a bit more, I can see a lot of mistakes here, so we're just gonna keep on moving here. Here we have some nose studies. When I first started beginning how to draw, I did want to do a lot of portrait work, and I still do want to do a lot of portrait work, but I kind of put that on the back burner. But one thing when it comes to portraits is I suck, absolutely suck at drawing noses. Like, it's horrible. Even these that I'm looking at, they're freaking horrible, but hey, it is what it is. And then I have like a simple still life here. I like this when I first drew it. It actually turned out pretty well. We do have some smudging from the graphite or pencils that I was using. Yep. And then we have some scribbles of boxes. Some more scribbles of boxes. One recurrent theme that you will see in this sketchbook is the sketchbook is filled with boxes. It's a lot of boxes. Okay, now I know what you guys are saying, like, oh my goodness, this is horrible. But the backstory behind this, I was doing a Skillshare course. I started learning how to draw through, I was looking for some good courses on Skillshare, and I came across one particular course about dynamic mark making. And yeah, basically one of the exercises was me scribbling around on the page to see what type of marks that I can get with the pencil. So it does look like a 2-year-old got into my sketchbook, but it was me. More scribbles. Another one of the exercises was trying to identify what type of strokes would evoke certain type of emotions, and yeah. And then this is another Skillshare exercise where we use those dynamic marks to make different teacups. So I don't know if you guys can see that. So we have the teacup, and then we did it in a couple different marks. So it's another teacup here that I did in lines just going straight up. And then I have another teacup as well that I did with basically like scribbles. So yeah, really didn't get too much out of that course. I kind of stopped it midway through, but you know, we keep progressing. Here I got some random I don't know who this guy is. I guess I called him Neck Man. I don't know why I called him Neck Man, but we call him Neck Man today. And then I have some pears, some cherries. Kind of look a little, you know, not safe for work, but I'm gonna keep moving. And then I don't know what I was doing with this page. We have some more boxes. I think here I was trying to do negative space where I basically just fill in all of that, but it didn't look right to me. And then I put a big old side here. And then we have some cylinders and cones and just random stuff. More weird cones, cylinders, just basic shape stuff. Now, this here was actually, I found out about the Drawbox, and Drawbox did play a huge role in my progression of drawing, but this was before I actually knew about what Drawbox was, that I did the rotated box challenge. and it came out okay for a first attempt, but yeah. But here I was basically just trying to draw boxes in different orientations and turns and stuff. Yep. Then we have some other randomest doodles of boxes. Love me some boxes. And then I have my desk set up. I was watching my boy Where's Fluffy on Twitch.tv. Shout out to my boy. And then it's my two monitors, mouse. Pretty basic observation study. Here's my desk again. As you can see, I do a lot of I just sit at my desk not really knowing what to draw, so I just draw my desk again. This came out a little bit better. It's a little bit more detailed, but still kind of trash nonetheless. And then the time was 10:52 when I was working on this, so I wrote down the time as well. This one here is my car dashboard. I was sitting and basically just sketching during my lunch hour at work. This here is actually my the ideas of my logo and the ideas for this channel. So that's where I did this work at. Random idea. We have more. I did some shading with ballpoint pen with a sphere and some different random geometrical shapes. Perspective. We got some good old perspective stuff here. Basic 1, 2, 3 point perspective, and then I did this little iPhone doodle of my phone in 3 point perspective. My desk again, incomplete. This is actually my work desk. I can tell by this little docker here. So this is my work desk again, a little docker. I don't know what this tree is all about, but it is what it is. Some more random doodles. These doodles are definitely gonna be flipped through. I actually like this page for some reason, mainly because of this guy here. He looks like Blitzcrank from League of Legends. And then I have more perspective stuff here. Then this was another observational study where I was basically trying to draw cars that I saw in the parking lot, and then some more boxes, and then I tried to stack the boxes on top of each other as well. And a good old self-portrait. If ain't shit done, ain't shit to talk about. Pretty simple. I actually liked this page when it first came out, when I first drew it. Nothing but doodles and color pencil. I think mainly because I used color pencil, it kind of eased my mind a bit, so I liked it a little bit more. Another page of doodles. I really like how this little turd dude came out. I like the turd dude. More doodles. Kind of faded away, but it is what it is. This was me trying to draw my building. I didn't get the shape right, and I just gave up. Lunch break over. Some swirls, a crystal, galaxies, Jimmy Neutron. This actually still looks good to me. The little scroll and the little treasure map. Just random doodles, just drawing to draw. This was like a 1 point. It faded heavily actually, but this was some 1 point perspective. I believe it was the Golden Gate Bridge. Don't really remember, but it faded. Oh, this was a horrible attempt at drawing a tree outside of my house. I fell on this horribly, but it is what it is. It's me trying to draw the front of my house. Also came about horribly. I don't know what that is, actually. Some Loomis heads didn't come out quite well. I don't know what this guy is all about, but... Alright, now, it's time for the beginning of the Draw Box course. So, eventually I stumbled across the Draw Box course, and this was the first exercise that I did wrong. If I'm uncomfortable if you're watching this, I'm sorry I didn't use the 0.5 millimeter fine liner like you guys say. I'm sorry. I've switched to it eventually. So this was the I forgot the name of the exercise, but you draw a line and you draw over the line 8 times and continue. And then this was the ghosting practice where I just draw 2 points and I try to ghost and get to the right spot. on the paper. Another more I can't talk. More drawbox exercises here. Drawbox exercise. Perspective with drawbox. Now, as you can see, drawbox does play a big role into how my drawings come out from now on. They look a lot better. So shout out to drawbox. I'm still working through the drawbox course, but I definitely see the improvement just going through and looking at the fundamentals taught there. The actual drawbox rotated box challenge, this was more perspective. This was talking about 1 point perspective and doing that freehand and checking your mistakes. This was the rotated boxes through space, you can call it. I forgot the name of it. And then this was the start of the 250 box challenge. Now I'm gonna basically just skip all over the 250 box challenge because I do already have a video on that on my channel. So if you guys are interested in that, I'll leave a link and you guys can watch that from there. So we can just flip through box, 250 boxes all in a row. Yes, we love to see it. And this brings me to my next couple doodles. I like my little gaming chair, my hand, a three-dimensional Among Us character, a box fan, just random stuff. Don't look at that. We just gonna act like I'll let you guys see it, but I don't know. I'm not even gonna tell you who I tried to draw and it just came out horrible. But drawbox exercises, more drawbox exercises. The drawbox exercise I actually liked that came out well. It was the texture analysis, where you basically study some textures and try to recreate them. And then I also like the next page as well, where we took the textures and wrapped it around some sausage-like form. So these came out weird, but I like weird because it kind of makes me uncomfortable, but yeah. More drawbox exercises, some more drawbox. These were the last drawbox exercises I do in this sketchbook. Kind of effed it up, but it's okay. And then we have some illustrations. These are more towards the end of my drawbox and just practicing with drawing. I was kind of flipping between the front and back whenever I do doodles. I kind of want to have my exercises all in a row, as you can see from the drawbox challenge. So I kind of started flipping around in the sketchbook and not really going in order. So this was more towards the end. I actually like how this turned out. This is actually one of my favorites in this sketchbook. It turned out really well. Some doodles, my little alien dude here. We got some potatoes or meatballs or whatever you want to call it. I actually like how this turned out. It was just like a random sketch of a portion of my room, and then that little splash of watercolor I did really conveyed the information that I needed to convey, where that's being like the ground or whatever. But yeah, this is the side of my house, air conditioner, and the ring light, and then my desk once again. This was like the first random doodle. This was out of order, but this was the first random doodle that I did during the 250 box challenge, where I really started seeing like 3D space. It was weird. It's definitely weird, but fun time as far as drawing goes. My desk once again. Man, I love drawing my desk. And then I have some random doodles. Now this was actually really fun to do. I was actually laying down and I just drew my room from different angles and different parts of my room while getting up, and I just did that all complete from imagination. And then there's some random doodles with some textures on it. It's another section of my room with the mini fridge, etc. I have my high school diploma, and then another section of my room, and my hand. Random failed sketch. This was a sketch prompt. I believe it was shop, and I just drew that. Oh, my boy, Monkey D and Guy Usopp. I actually like this page as well. I love One Piece. best anime of all time. This is actually another. I know I got a couple favorite sketchbook parts, sketchbook pieces or whatever. Pages. I can't talk. Sketchbook pages. I actually loved how this mushroom in particular turned out, and then I also love this page with this whole like fireplace scene or whatever, campfire scene. Yep. This is another one of my favorite pages. It's a lot of movement I feel in this. Then we have some more Loomis heads. We're actually coming down to the end. Another Loomis head. I started drawing a portrait and then I didn't like how it turned out. I got frustrated at the nose, of course, and gave up. And then we have a ripstick. This was another drawing prompt. I believe the prompt was chili, and this is what I drew for chili. These are some different sketches I did on my lunch break at work. This was like a bush that was directly in front of me, and then this was a truck that I just broke in pieces. And then this was another day of Doodles. Another doodle day. Another doodle day. We have Ted, some weird tree cave thing, and a taxi cab, I guess, and some weird looking bird. Another day of Doodles. I like how this page turned out. This hand. And then it says Masturbator XD. I don't know why I put that there, but and then I got my boy Patrick T-posed up. Look at him. He all T-posed up like a gangster. And then more doodles that I did at work. And at my work phone, another random tree. I like how this card turned out during my lunch break. Actually came pretty close to the reference somewhat. And then finally, for the last page is a redraw. So let me go back to the other page. Let's go back and show you the redraw of this. So I actually did a redraw of this for the last page just to see my progress, and we can go ahead and flip to that. And that is my last page, just to flex on my old self, you know. Looks a lot better, even though this doesn't have color, but it looks more solid and three-dimensional, and the bottle has a cap on it somewhat. But yeah, so that is my sketchbook tour. I've already started working on my next sketchbook, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, leave a comment, all that extra good jazz. And if you want to see more from me, hit that subscribe button. I am Mr. Salt, and I'm out.